will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, it brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start our reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Good morning, and welcome to Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in. Happy Wednesday today. Oh my goodness, time is flying. Thank you indeed for being here. And we bring back another one that we love here so much at Storytime. And this one is called Neighbors. Yes, coming to us from Kasya Denisevich and, of course, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you for joining in. And I hope that you are ready to enjoy this wonderful book. I hope that indeed this one speaks to you as well. As we know, too, moving to new places, doing new things at times can be hard, and I hope that this book helps with that, and I think it does a great job of it. But if it's your first time listening to it, I hope that let's see what you think. And of course, if you've heard it before, why not? It is a good one, isn't it? Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Neighbors coming right up. Kasya Denisevich, written and illustrated by Kasya Denisevich, and of course read with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Happy Wednesday wherever you are, whatever you're up to. And of course, I'm glad that we could be here together on Storytime. Thank you indeed for joining in today. And always excited. Good morning to you. How are you doing, Kathy? Good to see you with us here on Storytime as always. Thank you for joining in. Big hug to you. And of course, Luna, how are you doing as well? Thank you so much for joining us out there in Ohio. Thank you for being here. And to everybody else that is joining in, whether you're here live right now or indeed later on for the recordings, thank you for making the time to be here with Storytime and enjoy some beautiful stories. Yes, get lost in the world of books. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Neighbors is coming right up. Thank you indeed for joining in. And remember too that you can always catch Storytime at a time that works best for you at storytimewithmisslimata.com or indeed at Storytime with Miss Limata on Facebook and YouTube. And you can also follow us on Instagram and see everything that's going on Storytime. Thank you indeed for being here, and whatever you're up to, wishing you the very best. Thank you indeed for joining in on Storytime. Neighbors, written and illustrated by Kasya Denisevich, and we are reading it with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco, coming right up. Get cozy, get comfortable, get ready for this one. I hope that whatever you're up to, this moment of story time indeed adds to that. Thank you indeed for being here. Absolutely appreciate you. Grab your snack if you need it now. Go and get everything that you need to make this story time even better. Thank you indeed for joining in story time today. Absolutely appreciate you. And we'll be right back after this short break for our story for today. Hold on. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. I'll see you in a little bit.
Hi, my name's Christine Mitchell-Adams. I'm a mama and an artist, and I believe that books are a great way for children to have access to the arts on an everyday basis, which is why I believe that programs like Storytime with Mr. Limata are so important.
Welcome back. Thank you indeed, Kristen Mitchell Adams out there in Vermont with a powerful message. Yes, access to the arts for all is what we advocate here on Storytime. Thank you indeed for joining in. And of course, do check out Kristen Mitchell Adams at Kristen Mitchell Adams on Instagram and see all their beautiful artwork as well. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Bowden out there in Vermont, wishing you well. Neighbors. Here we go. This is our book for today, written and illustrated by Kasya Denisevich, and we are reading it with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. This came out a while ago. We're talking maybe 4 years now. So it's been out a minute, maybe 3. But yeah, beautiful book indeed. Now I'm curious to see the date. When was it published? 2020. So yeah, 2020, this one came out. Are you ready? All right, here we go. And I think this is one of my favorite end papers. You probably can guess why, right? Yes, looks like a soccer ball. Neighbors. Written and illustrated by Kasya Denisevich, and we're reading it with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Good morning to you, Megan. How are you doing today? Sunny out there in Kentucky. Good to see you here on Storytime. Thank you indeed for joining in. And we hope that later on you're joining in with Ari. Well, Ari, hope you're doing well too. But thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Bringing this one back today. Neighbors, written and illustrated by Kasya Denisevich, read with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. I know my new address by heart. 3 Ponds Lane. Do you know yours by heart? I hope so. I know my new address by heart. 3 Ponds Lane. Building 2, apartment 12. Yeah, come right through. I know my new apartment by heart. 3 Ponds Lane, building 2, apartment 12. And I finally have a room all to myself. But if you stop to think about it, what? Yes, and I finally have a room all to myself. But if you stop to think about it, what? What is it? My ceiling is someone's floor, and my floor is someone's ceiling. That's quite the thought. Yeah, I finally have a room all to myself. But if you stop to think about it, my ceiling is someone's floor, and my floor is someone's ceiling. If I could stretch my hand through that wall, I could actually touch someone, and that someone is my new neighbor. Who is it? Yeah, if you stop to think about it, my ceiling is someone's floor, and my floor is someone's ceiling. If I could stretch my hand through that wall, I could actually touch someone, and that someone is my new neighbor. Neighbors are really all around me. I wonder what they are doing right now. Are they going to bed just like me? Are your neighbors close by like this? Or are your neighbors a little further out? Neighbors are really all around me. I wonder what they're doing right now. Are they going to bed just like me? Yeah. Do they look like me? Or are they different in every way? Hmm. Great questions, all of those, right? What are my neighbors up to right now? Are they going to bed like me? Do they look like me? Or are they different in every way? Hmm. Are they at home? Another great question. What are my neighbors up to right now? Do they look like me? Or are they different in every way? Are they at home? I don't know. Hmm. Do they even exist? Well, that is a question too. Or maybe my building is my only neighbor. Whoa. Yeah. Do they even exist? Or maybe my building is my only neighbor. What do you think? Ah. What if there is nothing at all beyond the walls of my room? That's kind of cool, but it's a little bit scary, I think. What if there is nothing at all beyond the walls of my room? Well, now I'm getting this urge to look out my window to just make sure there is something out there. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Who are my neighbors? Do they look like me? Or are they different in every way? Are they awake? Or are they going to bed just like me? Do I even have neighbors? Hmm. I love Kasya Denisevich's art. It's so beautiful. Well, today is the day to find out. Yes, all those questions. Today is the day to find out. Aw. Are you ready? All right. How could that be? Who's there? Yeah. Well, hello. What's your name? Aw. Oh. Now, what about my new classmates? I wonder what they are like. Mm. Yeah. Now I've met my neighbor. I'm curious. What about my new classmates? I wonder what they are like. Oh, I hope they're a great bunch. Yeah. Oh, it looks like it's gonna be fun. Oh. And that is the end of our story. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. I hope you enjoyed that one. Neighbors coming to us from Kasya Denisevich, and of course, read with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, we'll be right back talking about it more after this short break. But I hope that indeed it allowed you to think of your own, like find that inner strength as you try out new things. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. I'll see you in a little bit.
Hi, friends. I'm Marietta Apollonio, the author and illustrator of Jack the Library Cat, and you are watching my family's favorite Storytime with Mr. Limata. Bye!
Welcome back indeed. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Thank you, Marietta Apollonia, Jack the Library Cat, and of course, one but two, many wonderful books that she's writing, and two out already out there in the world. I hope that you get to get them from your local library and indeed ask for them. Ask for Marietta Apollonia and get to enjoy those wonderful books. Thank you so much for being here with us today on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Whatever you're up to, wishing you the very best. Thank you indeed for being here. And Neighbors, another one of those classic books that has just become their Storytime staple here. I hope that it is also finds your way in on your shelves and into your libraries. Thank you indeed for being here with us on Storytime. And thank you for joining in today, and hopefully you keep joining in tomorrow, the next day, and of course the day after that. Thank you for being here with us today on Storytime. Please keep sending in your recommendations, and we'll do the very best to make sure that those stories come here to Storytime. Thank you indeed for being here. Absolutely appreciate you. And Neighbors was our book, and I hope that you join us again for the next installment. Thank you indeed for being here. Let us see one more time who is here with us on Storytime. If you're joining in, did not say hello, we are saying hello. We feel your love. Thank you for being here, and we hope that whatever you're up to is going well. Thank you indeed for joining in. Kathy out there in Ohio, Luna, thank you for being here as well. Absolutely appreciate you. And of course, Megan and Ari out there in Kentucky, thank you for joining in Storytime. I hope that your summer is going well. Thank you indeed for being here with us on Storytime. And indeed, have a great rest of the week, everyone. You say, well, thank you indeed. And right back at you. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. To everybody that was joining in live right now, thank you for taking the time. And I hope that you enjoyed the story that we had. And of course, that message of trying out new things can be a little bit, can cause a little bit of anxiety and so many other emotions. But I hope that you power through. I hope that you're able to do it. And I hope that you have the support systems to help you through. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. And yes, have a lovely, lovely rest of the week. And I hope to see you again tomorrow for more Storytime. And good to have you all here. And have yourselves a wonderful day. Please do remember to check in on your loved ones. A little hello can go a very long way. Thank you indeed for being here with us. Biggest of hugs from me. I will see you again next time on Storytime. Bye-bye.
Storytime with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, Storytime with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all reading? I just can't wait to be hearing Storytime with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, you won't just start all reading. I just can't wait to be hearing. Read me all of your stories, some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Ooh. Story time. Story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh. Story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.